You're welcome once again to our free online legal clinic. After the last video regarding the guy that broke up with his girlfriend just about 4 weeks to the wedding, yeah, that was the last video. So a guy called me and he was lamenting bitterly on why will the law be wicked at them. He used the word wicked. I said the law is never wicked at anybody. It depends on how you understand it. And his reason was that why will the law demand of them to pay compensation to a woman just because they broke up with a woman? Because relationship is voluntary. They enter into it voluntarily and they can withdraw and go out of it voluntarily. I try to explain to him to the best of my knowledge and wisdom, but I feel like okay, there may be other people having the same impression, so it's better I put it on air. The one thing we should know is that law is not gender bias. It's generally applicable uniformly. That's number one. Then number two, the essence of law, one of the functions of law is to regulate our behavior and to prevent us from hurting each other, because all of us are human beings. We have our hands, our mind, our legs. We can do anything and everything. So if there is no regulation, we will be hurting each other. So the essence of law is to regulate our behavior to protect the right and interest of others. Now, how is it applicable to this? If you say you enter into a relationship, don't forget the two elements we discussed yesterday about promise and about reliance on the promise. Now, you promise somebody, a lady, and she relied on it, and you decide to go out of the relationship. Where do you want her to start from again? And like I said, it's not about the lady. It can be the other way around, because the essence of law is to protect the two parties, to prevent us from deceiving each other. Because if you are going out of a relationship after promising somebody and making the person rely on the promise, it means there is element of deceit and cheating. It means there is element of deceit and cheating, and sometimes fraud. Because let's say, for example, it can even be the guy on the other side. For example, you spoke to the family of a lady, of a girl, about your intention to marry the girl, and they accepted, and you started sponsoring the girl from secondary school or even from primary school, because it can happen anywhere. It depends on the societal uh, conduct and all that behavior. So let's say you started sponsoring the girl in her education, in her careers, and everything up to university level and up to the time she gets job and all that. Now, and all this while she is also aware of what is happening. She's aware that okay, this is my husband to be, and he's sponsoring me. He's taking responsibility. So at a point when she's about to get married, she now feels like you are not good enough for her. How will you feel? You feel cheated. So it's because of this that the law will come to your aid, because what she has done at that time will be breach of promise to marry. So the law protects not only the girl but also the guy. And the same thing, it can be the girl on the other side also. Maybe after she committed herself in the relationship, many things have happened. That in fact, maybe you even took advantage of her. Maybe you are even the first guy and all that. All those things. You understand? So after taking all this advantage of her, and at a point you feel like she's not good enough for you, so the law will protect her. That is why the law put that compensation regime depending on the circumstance. So the law is not gender biased. It's not only to protect the woman against the man, it is to protect each of the parties and to make sure that one party does not take advantage of the other. I hope I've answered your question. So if there's any other thing, please let me know. Thank you very much.